Okay, I wanna dinner, I'm the same man, dick. Let's go. I can kick it with a lame ass nigga. Let's go. You ain't with me, you the same as the nigga thinking about my chain bag.
Ayy, it's about time I start breaking them off. Lots of thotties who begging to fuck me, but I ain't got time to start breaking them off. Let's go. Only bought it cause it was a ticket. I can't even spell the design I bought. Put a dick in the Glock and knock out your mouth. Pussy boy better watch how you talk. I'ma show him, he said I ain't with it. Hey, my gun out the window, can't go like no bitch if he sending some shots on my shoe bag.
Yo, what is going on, my wonderful people? It's your boy Roy Gamers with another video, and I'm not gonna really waste too much time with the introduction. I'm just gonna say this right now: if this video helps you out in any sort of way, you don't have to like, you don't have to subscribe, but at least leave me down a comment as if this video helped out, so I can give you a thumbs up, or just give me back, or leave me down some feedback as to what I could have included differently, or what I forgot to include. But besides that, hopefully this video helps you out, and let's get straight into it. Okay, so the first thing I'll talk about is the mid-range loadout, which please pay attention to the loadout and what I explain with each move. Now, as for artifacts, something I want to talk about really quick is transformation, definitely required. Strategist card, I would say it's a definite requirement as well, just because you do have a lot of dots ticking, so your strategist card can proc. Now, for the solar amplifier and the amulet, these are two optional artifacts. The solar is just for a smoother rotation for the loadout, as for the amulet can be to maximize your damage, especially if the second boss, say if you're on COU, has no ads or a bit of few ads and you're just more focused on burning the boss. You can run amulet or you can possibly run solar, but it's up to you. Now, as for the gear mods, nothing too special, honestly. From what I can say, the only thing that I'm running that's a definite must is obviously you want improved stealth. And for my weapon, since I am weapon tapping, I have blast adapter just so I can get a little bit more burst damage over time. But as for everything else, it's up to you what you feel like running. Now, as for the actual loadout, what I'm currently running is Psychic Prison, Invisibility, Phantom Flames, which you're going to be clipping these three moves together into your invisibility loadout. Terrorize, Heat Vision, which you could put on Freezing Breath. I know some people aren't a fan of iconics, and if you aren't, then you can just possibly go with Pyrokinesis. It's up to you. Robot Psychic, and now in the invisibility loadout, I have Neo Venom and Sleep, which you will clip these two together. 2 blink slots, just so I won't misclick anything. Pain Blast and Robot Psychic, of course. So now I'm gonna so bear with me as I explain the rotation, just because a lot of people, when I made my last mental video a while back, a lot of people were telling me how I went too quick, I was clipping too fast without basically explaining what I did. So if you already know what to do, feel free to skip along, but just bear with me. Anyways, so for the actual rotation, you're just gonna clip this move, Invisibility. Let me get out of Invisibility, and Phantom Flames. You're basically clipping all three of those moves together in one smooth rotation, and then you're going to be in your stealth loadout or your invisibility loadout. Now when you're in invisibility, what you'll be doing is ambush sleep, jump cancel into ambush pain. Now when you get out of invisibility, just hit terrorize, but make sure you also weapon tap while you're doing it, and then just go down to rotation. Clip these three moves together, go into my ambush pain blast. Make sure you guys weapon tap after each hit. Started off with a 65k parser. And keep in mind this is for mid-range, so that's the only reason why I am using ambush pain. 69. $70k parser. So as you guys see, numbers just keep on going higher and higher. This one might drop just because I'm not getting that many crits. So yeah, 56. So as you guys see, numbers really high so far. I mean, for ambush pain to be carrying this loadout with all the takes happening, strategist card procking, I'm not even at the 35 point yet, and another 70k parser. This one might be another 70k parser. Who knows? It might be an 80. Who knows? Another 70, so I'm averaging 70s and 60s with this loadout, and now I'm at the 35 point, so I might get an 80 right here. 65, something light. But as you guys see, mental doing its thing. I mean, really strong damage, and who knows, I might pop one Neo Venom just to show you guys what it can do, or how to actually use your Neo Venom. So 160k parser with the ambush pain. 85k. Numbers still really high. Clip those three moves. Ambush pain blast missed, so that might drop actually. Oh, it didn't. Okay. So 90k parser. So as you guys see, really high numbers. I'm gonna stop right there. I was averaging now what I'll do, I won't do that many parsers, but I'll just show you what it will look like with the amulet on. So this one's gonna start off small because I barely got any crits, so just bear with me. So start off with a 56. Weapon taps going. Pain blast still didn't crit. Whatever. 70k parser, I like that. About to be an 80k. Alright, come on, let me see. Oh yeah, that's 60, 68. Mental, really strong, single target. You could run an amulet if you want, but I only see the amulet being needed for like straight boss damage. So if you guys were gonna run through a speed, or if you guys were gonna go do a speed run, then that's what I would prefer. 51, it just dropped. Crits, really, really low, that one. This one's really low again. So it just depends on how lucky you get with your crit chance, but this one's gonna be high, as you guys see. 54 and that's 83. So as you guys see, I don't have the sparring target below 35 yet or anything, and that's an 83k parser, so really high damage. Okay, so for the max single target loadout, something that a lot of people are worrying about is, are you gonna have enough AoE damage? Say if you want to DPS comp someone or somebody with mental, or let's just say if you need to have like crowd control or clear all the ads, are you gonna have enough damage for your moves that you're doing? Which I can honestly say yes, you will. You will have more than enough damage just because of the strategist card proccing and from your invisibility loadout, which I will explain everything. So let's get started with the artifacts. Now keep in mind I'm running solar, trans, and strategist card, which this is more than enough. Amulet is definitely not needed just because, like I said, clearing ads, the only artifact you would want to replace is the strategist card because your solar explodes. So I mean, there's no point to get rid of any of these artifacts. Loadout wise, I'm running telekinetic bow or telekinetic pull, invisibility, phantom flames, terrorize, heat vision, and robot sidekick. And now in the invisibility loadout, I have sleep and neo, of course, robot for my passive damage. Now instead of pain blast, I have levitation and terror. Now keep in mind, pain blast doesn't hit from afar, so these two moves are going to be more than enough. If you're on a boss, then you can just keep on using mass levitation for the dot, and if you have a group of ads that come out, you can clip your sleep into your mass terror, and mass terror will still go off in your invisibility loadout. Weapon, I have one-handed, super speeds my movement, iconics, and stat tree max seeds to put the rest into your might and power. Now there's nothing. Okay. Go into your heat vision. Make sure you get those weapon taps off. Started off with a 61. I have a lot of ticks of damage happening. 76. Nice ticks of damage happening all at once. 65. So as you guys see, really high damage so far. I'm just gonna try to get a bit closer just so I won't be pulling this ad that much, and this parser might drop because I slowed down the rotation too. So yeah, I slowed down the rotation, so, but that's a fluke, it should jump back up. But anyways, yeah, 67. So yeah, that parser was just a fluke. And whenever you feel like it, I'll pop Neo Venom on my next rotation after this one. So I'm averaging 60s. I'll pop Neo Venom right here. 57. Now this one should hopefully be an 80, just from all the ticks I'm having. Oh, no 80. And I'll do, this will be my last rotation. Oh, that was an 80. And 70. So as you guys see, really high damage. Nothing too special. Okay, so for melee, keep in mind these loadouts or the artifacts that you guys use can vary depending on if you guys are DPS comping or depending on if you guys just want to casually use this loadout. But at the same time, as far as the artifacts, what I am currently using is, let me take this off, the Solar, Transformation, and Strategist card. These are going to be my 3 artifacts I run with if I just want to casually go into a mission. But say if I'm trying to DPS comp somebody with Mentor, say if I want to do a little bit more damage, what I would do, put on a Gemini and keep these other 2 artifacts on, just because Strategist card with my loadout that I'm running with, I'm having a lot of dots happen before ads die, so that benefits off of my damage. Transformation for crits, which is obvious, and Gemini just so you can spam SC. So I mean, it just depends on what you like to do. If you want to run this the amulet, you can just replace it for the Strategist card, but I don't see this being a possibility of what you need to do. Like I said, I Gemini spamming, just run these 3 artifacts, but for the purpose of this video, I'll just be running these 3. Now for my artifacts, for my loadout, I have Psychic Prison, Visibility, Levitation, Telekinetic Bolt, Mass Terror, and Robot. Now in my stealth loadout, or I said stealth, in my invisibility loadout, I have Ambush Sleep, Neo Venom, Speed Drain, which like I said, if you're supercharged spamming, you can just run any supercharges of your choice, Robot, Pain Blast, and Mass Terror. Okay. Clip those 2. Mass Levitation again, averaging 90s. Clip these 3 again. Pain Blast, another 90k parser. This is really good damage just because you aren't using Whirling Dervish either. This is gonna drop. Yep, it dropped. So this part is gonna go back up because I was in my invisibility loadout this time. And I'll actually pop a supercharge just to show you guys how you will use it. Pain Blast missed, but that's how you'll basically clip it. You wanna pop. There you go. So numbers pretty high. I mean, even without me using supercharges, actually I'll just stop it right there. So even without me using